guys, Texter out of here. Well, that looks some figures we got on this week. Today we are looking at the DC McFarlane Toys digital Superman figure from the Silver Age. Now this one I wanted. This probably is the best Superman that I've seen from McFarlane Toys. Like the other ones, hands down can't be it. Now I did do a review of the Mezco, the Mafex, well not Mezco, Mafex Superman figure, which that one is awesome. But I think it was kind of too small, but still, I love it. But this one definitely looks so freaking awesome. And sadly, I had this guy on pre-order on Earth Entertainment, and they canceled my whole order, which included the whole case of this was included that black and white Two-Face, and I'm really peeved off of that. And I messaged them trying to get in contact, because usually what happens is when you reserve them, they come in and they give you like a few weeks to make sure you pay it. Not a week, maybe a week or so. I don't know. They give you a little bit of time, but I don't know what happened. But like I ordered it, and then it got canceled, and then they sold out, and I don't know what happened, and they're still not contacting me. So I'm not sure if I'm going to do business with Earth Entertainment anymore. We will see if I get to the bottom of it. But anyway, so I was frustrated. This guy popped up on GameStop, and then he sold out. And then, of course, me, I'm trying to be, I like to, instead of paying $7 towards shipping, I want to pay $7 towards a figure or something. So I was trying to get this one in Dr. Fate, and it sold out. And then, like I said, finally I saw something on Facebook Marketplace along with him and Two-Face, and was able to pay that like $70. I think it's $70 for both. So I did I think it was a good deal. But anyway, like I said, this one is gorgeous. Look at the way it looks. Again, he comes in this box packaging. Of course, it is this digital thing, so I guess you're supposed to scan it and get a digital version. But look at that. That is beautiful. I'm telling you, like, this is, if McFarlane came out of the gate with these figures like this, I would have more, definitely. But look, you got the Superman there, and then, all right, let's do this real quick on the side. You can see Superman, DC, the Silver Age, and look at that beautiful, beautiful classic art of Superman. This is what I remember when I was younger, and this is just gorgeous. So yeah, I'm super, super stoked and excited about this one. So we're going to go ahead and get this out of the packaging, and we'll do some comparison times also with some of the other Superman figures in my collection, and we will be back. All right, here's the Silver Age Superman out of the packaging, and I have to admit, this guy is freaking awesome. He's a lot bigger than I thought. I could swear he's bigger than Bizarro. Yep, look at that. So that's interesting that we, a lot of people, I've seen a lot of reviews on this guy, and a lot of people are like, yeah, he's probably one of the best Superman figures out there. And I have to admit, this is definitely McFarlane's best Superman figure, if not figure, I've ever seen. Very impressed. Next to, no, let me say Bane is actually my favorite, but still. Let's look at the face sculpt. Look at that. That is gorgeous. Got that blue paint over his head so you can see. But look at that face. That's gorgeous. And down to of course, my favorite color, blue. That's extremely looks really nice. Those trunks, nice and red. Big, thick legs because he's Superman. The boots look great. I mean, this is awesome. I mean, he's... And then the cape, another wire cape, but look at that, you got the Superman on here. He is very impressive. I'm very happy with this one. Very, very, very happy. Now, is he better than the Mafex version? The only thing that for me, the Mafex version is he's too small, but still that one is pretty great. All right, so it doesn't come with much, just like Two-Face. I don't understand. There are $30 for the digital. Is that we're paying extra money for the digital? Because this is kind of ridiculous. Of course, comes with a digital card, blah, blah, blah. Let's see if I can sell those on eBay, get rid of them. But I love the trading card because it is the same portrait from the back of the packaging. looking pretty cool. And there's a bio on him, but I'm not reading that because I don't got time. And it comes with these 2 flying hands or open hands, which are really cool. Let's see the size of them between next to Bizarro. Like toddler hands. Look at how little they are. That's interesting. This is interesting. He's a big guy. All right, I'll get my final thoughts on him. I'll get him on my turntable, get my final thoughts on the Superman Silver Age from McFarlane Toys. All right, here are my final thoughts on the McFarlane Toys Superman from the Silver Age. All I could say, he's probably one of the best Superman figures I've ever had. Definitely one of the best McFarlane figures I've ever had. It's just took them finally forever to make some cool things. I'm loving the colors. I'm loving the face sculpt. I love the Superman cape. Everything in this guy is awesome. Definitely contender of figure of the year. We'll see how far it goes in terms of this. It just keeps coming. I mean, I don't know. I just feel like, you know, pretty soon I'm going to have no more room for anything. Jim McFarlane keeps hitting these hits out of the ballpark. Like I said, right now he was up for sale on GameStop, from my understanding. A Big Bad Toy Store. If you had a pre-order, they haven't shipped them yet, so we don't know what's going on with that. Hopefully, they come out soon. But anyway, just be on the lookout. Try to get a good deal on him. He is definitely worth the buy. Until next time,
Ladies and gentlemen,
make sure you like, share, and subscribe.